I started CarsRelo, I was under this naive notion that I could help somebody get home faster. Starting this with myself and one or two people in an office and doing it one car at a time, even if we were doing 5,000 cars a year, that was a lot. And I will tell you that it only happens one car at a time. And I will tell you for the customer, I want you to think back even to the 90s or prior to that, how do you even know how to take your car and move it from one side of the country to the other? I just truly wanted to, make the one car experience actually work. Because when we started, only people moved loads of cars, 8 or 9 at a time. If you had one car, like no one wanted to move it. You can't just take one car, put it on a truck, and then drive it and charge somebody, $1,500, $1,800 back when, the cars back then were really only about $4,000 or $5,000. So how could we start moving these other cars, these one cars, taking all the individual cars and then rolling them up and aggregating them together with a little piece of software that could then repackage it and show it to other truckers to say, you know what, if you kind of come down through here, you can pick up this one, this one, this one, it's all in the same city. When you try to drive at that spirit, then all the other kind of conversations are really just manicuring down the conversation to taking some risk away from people that want to ship their one car. You have a house that's your probably most emotional, and then you have your car, which is your second most emotional purchase, and these things take on a life with people, and you've got to take care of that. You've got to respect that process. And I would say that really is the difference kind of, with what certainly we are trying to breed into our people, is that I want you to treat that thing, man, like it is yours. It has your stuff in it. It has your personal belongings in there. And I want you to take care of that. And I want you to build software and process that really takes that person on the other end of the phone and says, why would I do it any other way than do it this way? These guys are going to take all of this risk on. I know nothing's going to happen. And so that's what we try to do, one car at a time, over and over again, and we do it 3 million times a year. So and it literally started with just 1 or 2 moves, and then we just got better at it and better at it and better at it. It is amazing what you'll teach yourself when you don't have any money. If you really want something bad enough, you'll find a way to do it. And CarsRelo started that way. It started off with some pieces of paper, and the internet was kind of coming around, so you get some books and how to make this electronic fax machine board, if you will, on a computer. When you start off with the little piece of paper and you say, hey guys, this is our problem, a bunch of car haulers, how are we gonna fix this? And honestly, when all of the little parts stopped moving around, because we were drawing these pieces of paper like they were screens, and once that stopped moving around, like we were like, okay, I think we got something. This could work. I would tell you, we are such a product of learning what not to do, not really what to do. Like that seems to come kind of, I think in any business is very natural, but it's learning what not to do. And then don't do that again. I would tell you, we are really disciplined around that. I think it kind of inspires, our people around, that we look at it that way. I'd say CarsRelo is a bunch of underdogs, man. That's who we are. And we don't forget that. And I know that that's what gets portrayed forward. And I think we are teaching people how to thrive being an underdog and to keep looking and digging for something better. I would say that's our spirit here. But I promise you, and as certain as the sun will come up tomorrow, it is about who is on the other end of that phone and who will take that call, because typically somebody's calling in because there's something that has disrupted the natural process of a business plan and everything that you think is going well. But I will tell you, it is how we solve our problems that determines the quality of our relationship with that person on the other end of the phone. That is where our magic is. Our magic is in those people and how they take care and they care about it. And I mean that. I don't say that. I don't give those words away very easily. I think the best experience is that if somebody hangs up and they say, everything is just fine. I want us to be the leaders in that. Not only from kind of a business process, but all the other stuff outside of that, around kind of the human nature piece of it. Because I'm telling you, man, there's so much magic there. You just have no idea until you experience it. And once you see it, it's wonderful to be part of that.